You know, people don't even do the bare minimum in service. I went to a restaurant the other day, probably a couple weeks back, and I order a burger and fries. I'm like, it's good. Like, I like what I'm eating. And then there's a hair that is inside the burger. I let them know there's a hair in it. I take the hair out of my mouth and put it on the plate in front of them. She comes back to the thing. She said, would you like another burger? I'm thinking, no, I'm okay. I just kind of need the check. I'm not even like mad. Comes, brings the check, and she goes, I took off the burger. What do you want me to do with that? It's gotta be a $30 check. You don't comp the whole check and try to get me back in the restaurant? You took off the burger? That's cool? That's below the bare minimum. Like, that's a disaster when it comes to service. I would never build a relationship like that. I'd find out what else they would even have an appetite for. I would have the chef rush it without them even knowing. I would get the check, I would take the check, erase the check, and then I'd give them a gift card, overly apologizing to figure out how I can get them back to the restaurant. That's service excellence. Let's out-service this thing, let's outwork this thing. And I think that's how I look at relationships in business. I just want to bring value.